Hey, it's Andre. It's time for a wild, action-packed Friday flying update. Hey, we're back in business. If you're keeping track of social media this week, it's been crazy. So off the top, FliteFest WEST has been announced in California on April 27th to the 30th. I'm going to be down there coordinating the volunteers, so I'm really excited about that trip. It's the first time to that particular area in California, so it's going to be kind of cool, kind of exciting, kind of scary all at the same time. So if you're going, I'll link in the FliteFest WEST information. If you're volunteering, even better. So, moving on from there, this week has been kind of fun. The 3D printing has been going along really well, and the latest piece from the printer is the long cowl for the 3D Lab Print Spitfire. So this actually came out really well, and the green PLA has been going really well as well. What I like most about it is, I don't know if you can see it through the video, but the internal ribbing and everything is still very easy to tell and observe. So I'm really happy with how that is all coming together. All I have left now are the remaining of the fuselage. Everything else has been printed. And when I was at the hobby store this afternoon, I picked up some medium CA and some kicker. So I'm ready to start gluing these parts together. So that should be very cool. The ANET A8 printer has been going really well. You can see it's in the case. I do have 3 spools of PLA going on now, a black, a green, and it's clear. And the printer has really been impressing me. Now, I do use a nice slicer in the form of Simplified 3D, which really lets me get in there and be fully in control. And like once I've done this update, I'm actually going to export the card and the G-code settings and start on the second parts of the fuselage. I tend to not like printing a whole bunch of stuff at once. I did 3 sections of the wing, and it took about 15 hours, and at one point in 13 hours the lights flickered and I'm like, oh my goodness, wouldn't it suck to lose power at this point? So I tend to do one part at a time, and what I did learn and what works well for me is the blue tape does work a little better than the green, and glue stick. That just seems to work for me. I do have some other that thermal tape coming in that's supposed to do a little bit of a heat transfer. It's really learning your material. That's what I'm discovering. What works for some people might not work for you, and vice versa. Some other guys are having really good success with hairspray, but the glue seems to work. Don't need a huge amount, and it's just enough really to work with the corners, because I did on a few pieces have some corner lift, which will affect the overall geometry of the build. But this is like plain version 1, and it's allowing me to fine-tune the settings and learn what I need to learn and how to control it. Now, I know you're looking on the bench and you're saying, well, wait, there's Andre's old trusty EFX Racer. And then you're seeing, oh, look, there's a box beside it from HobbyKing and Durafly. And yes, I'm going to put this down somewhere safe, the brand new EFXtra has arrived to be tested and enjoyed. So basically the Extra is a revision of the original EFX Racer, which we all love to fly, with some clip wings. That is sweet. The pod has been opened up, sorry, the bay has been opened up so you can run a larger 4S pack, which is superb. And there's an FPV pod now. Wood tray, and you clip that in, you remove the battery pack cover, which has got a really hefty magnet on it, and you drop that guy down and you can go FPV flying with it. Stuart and the guys have been flying with it. Theirs over in Australia. He says the 3S is really suitable for flying FPV, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping if the weather is decent this weekend that I will fly it. And some of you will remember I crashed my EFX a couple years ago in the cold because my hands got too numb to control it. So if I've got someone on site to do an underhand toss for me, I'll use my transmitter mitt and I will go flying with this. So super excited about this. It looks gorgeous. Initially I was thinking I was going to get my hands on the green one, but the blue looks really nice, and I'm hoping it tracks well. It's just really nice to see that they are continuing with this product and that you'll be able to get spares. I may even be able to pick up a new wing for mine or something like that eventually, but after I did all that work to fix it all out, it just seems to work really, really, really well. And I have graduated. Woo! A little in Actrix. I had received a gift certificate for Christmas from my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Thank you, David and Christine. So I couldn't think of anything else better to spend my money on than that little guy. And you know, Chris and all the guys from the Flight Test podcast have been all over me, telling me, pick up one of these bad boys. You won't regret it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Nano. I mean, that guy has flown really well for a good many years. I mean, I'm flying around with busted up props and everything, but the revisions are telling me this thing is just that much more zippy, that much more stable at getting through the house and everything. And with the guarded prop ducting system, you know, you're less likely to get snagged up and stuff. So, I mean, look at the difference in size and everything. So it's maybe I'm going to print a whole new chassis for this, guys. And I know Martin showed me there's a little subframe that you can print off the printer as well, 3D printer, to help reinforce the strength of the little Nano. So very exciting times for all this technology. Very exciting indeed. So there we go. Another fantastically chaotic and fun Friday flying update. I'm so pumped, and I'm so hoping the weather is stabilized for the weekend, because it's been very cold or raining or snowing like crazy. I don't know what it's doing anymore. I'm just fingers crossed, everybody. So there you go. Happy Friday flying update. Have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for watching.